I went my entire time there. I went 5.5 years without getting drug tested. Without getting.
Sorry, I know I've done that like 4 times.
Sounds so funny.
That's what high school sounded like. Just like
thinking Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
But I went 5.5 years at that school, never getting drug tested once.
Me neither. I don't even think they had drug
never got
tests
drug tested. So at the very end
I'm putting my legs over the
of my time there,
bar.
yeah, do your thing, yeah. So
Bro.
when I was at my last semester there, I was a sophomore in college. I remember we had gotten done with the fucking parade, right? And randomly, the commandant and the DCO come up to me. And they were like, all right, Mr. Vargas, you're going to get drug tested this morning. Yeah, you can get drug tested. And I looked at him and I was like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, you're getting drug tested. And I was like,
okay.
How do I get drug tested?
Yeah,
and they
where do I go?
And they look at me all weird. And I'm like, how do I get, sir? How do I get drug
Walk
tested?
me through it.
Right?
Huh?
And the DCO looks great guy. He looks at me and he goes, son, have you never been drug tested here? I'm like, I'm going to be dead honest with you.
Nope.
I've been here for 5.5
Not
years.
once.
I have never been drug
Dude,
tested.
I walked into class reeking of weed multiple times a day. We wore wool jackets, bro. That
Yeah.
shit, I smelled like cigarettes and weed, and that's it.
And
That was
they-
my perfume, my
yeah.
fragrance.
They
And
just-
no one said a word.
Yeah, they just looked at
for
me and they were
4
like,
years.
huh?
What do you mean we're so good at this?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah. So, yeah, I never got fucking drug tested at that school, which I think is hilarious. But
I
then
never
they,
did either.
But it
And
was
I should have been, bro.
well, because what I
Should've
thought was
been.
bullshit about that place is they said that the drug testing was random, but when you look at the dude who's been drug tested 7 times
It's
in a
just a black
semester,
guy.
it's different. Yes, literally,
guy.
they're getting all the black kids
Yeah.
like 7 times in a
Oh,
semester.
yeah. Well, and I okay, and then the reason I'm like about to jump to defend him, but like the reason that I got told, because I asked, I was like, why are you only drug testing black people? That seems kind of fucking racist.
Who did you ask?
I can't remember. I want to say I brought it up to Cheney, and I was
God
like,
bless
this
that
is
man.
kind of fucking bullshit, right? And he's like, yeah, that's kind of bullshit. You're the only one who's gonna say anything, so. If anyone's gonna say it, you're gonna say it, and it should be soon, because you can't sit with that all the time. And I was like, all right, fuck. So I can't remember who it was. I think it was a TLA or something, and I asked to talk to some fucking person. I don't even remember their names. Their faces in my memory are just like, those like the scary illustrations where they're like scratched out like that. That's what my memories look like. So I don't know who I talked to, but like I remember being like, why do you guys only drug test black people? That seems kind of weird, right? Like, and first they were like, well, how could you know that? You're not, you don't have access to those records. Like, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know we're officially racist.
Yeah, officially on the books we're racist, but you wouldn't know that. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, it's just seems kind of weird. And they were like, well, no, the athletes get drug tested more frequently because they're athletes. And I was like, still racist.
So again, I forget
Doesn't change anything.
who did we have on where I brought that up, where it was like in NMMI code and NMMI speak, when you hear someone say athlete, it's code for black guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's racist.
It's
racist.
but it's true,
It's absolutely what it was.
That's what they meant. Who are we talking to about that?
I honestly don't even remember.
I can't remember who the fuck.
Yeah.
That's gonna bug me all night. But whenever you say athlete at that school, it always meant the black kids.
But I was still like, that's still kind of racist. Because remember, I was the most annoying bitch in the world in high school. If I didn't like you, you knew it, and I would tell you, and it didn't even matter. But like, so I was like, I'm not afraid of this dude. So I'm like, that's still kind of. Do you not see how that's also kind of racist? Being like, I'm like, why do you only drug test black people? And then you're like, oh no, honey, they're athletes. It's just the athletes. Well, it's like, fine.
That sounds like Villanueva.
And it's like it does, or Luera's.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I fucking hated Villanueva, dude.
I hated
He had it
all
out
of them
for
except
me.
for Mace, and then he became the chaplain, so he wasn't even a TL anymore.
Yeah, Mace was dope. I remember. Well, I will say this though. Like,
the new Lima guy, whoever he was, what was his name?
I
The
don't
white guy?
remember.
He was nice. I liked him.
But like on like a devil's advocate kind of thing, I get why athletes have to get drug tested
I
because they're
do
playing
too.
sports. But like,
But that's what I'm saying.
when
Isn't
it's
that kind of convenient?
when it's
Isn't that
only
convenient?
them though, and then it's like the couple of problem kids here and there.
Yeah, and I was a problem kid. You just couldn't tell. So, but I'm pretty sure you could tell. Like when you're on meth, it's pretty hard to not, you know what I mean? Like, hey Riley, I've noticed you've recently lost like 50 pounds of body mass. Are you good? Are you fine? But no, instead it was just like, no one even noticed, you know?
Yeah, it's all that PT and just
Yeah, dude, I'm just
shredding weight.
going
Those
hard.
cadet PT coaches are really doing their
Yeah, bro.
jobs, man.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, the chow hall meals, really good for you.
Yeah, dude, I'm just bulking. Don't mind me.
You know what? Okay, it's funny thing about chow hall food. You know what I think about sometimes that
I crave those eggs.
they cut it off They cut it off like our junior year.
crave them.
Okay.
The liquid eggs.
Yeah, I crave
let's
those
say
eggs.
They never
Those
even fully
on a
cooked
daily
ever.
basis. Yeah, I
the
crave
worst.
them.
The liquid was better than the fucking powder, though. I think that's undisputable.
No, I'm craving the powder eggs. The powder.
The
That's-
SpongeBob looking eggs.
Yeah, with Tabasco all over. That's what I want in the morning.
Oh,
The
but
only thing
it was
that'll
like our
satisfy me.
junior year. They stopped making them. Remember when they used to make the circular fucking one-piece pizzas? Do you remember that? And they would make those on like Wednesdays, and then whenever the Super Bowl happened, there'd be like masses of them for the Super Bowl.
Oh yes.
Those
Wow.
those were
The
fucking
cardboard pizza.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
bomb.
but sometimes if
No,
you got
always cardboard,
No,
but good
there
cardboard.
were a couple times when I got the right ones.
No, it's okay. You can
Oh.
just admit you like cardboard.
Sorry, you want to know the biggest scam though? Speaking of pizza, was the fucking pizza at the PX.
Oh yeah,
I got
garbage.
the breakfast burritos from there, bro. I don't think I ever got the pizza.
Burritos were great.
Burritos were
Pizza
good.
was
The
the
burgers were
worst.
pretty good.
Literally the worst.
Biggest scam ever.
Like
I don't
Biggest
think I ever
scam.
got a pizza.
like
from the PX.
imagine the most uncooked cooked dough.
Oh.
That was like
thin as fuck. I don't know how,
Porous
I don't know how you
almost.
uncook thin dough, but like they did it.
yeah, it was so bad. Oh my! I forgot about the PX
That's
pizza.
weird. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, because when you're first showing up and you're just young and
Yeah,
stupid,
naive.
you're like $5
Stars in
for
your
a
eyes.
whole pizza?
Yeah.
$5? What does that mean?
Hey, I mean, did you get your $5 worth?
no.
Okay.
No.
Well, maybe Little Caesars next time then, eh?
Oh yeah. But anyway, I remember getting like that pizza from the mess hall, and then because I was so fucking unhealthy, getting a giant salad bowl and
Full
just
of
filling
ranch.
it with ranch and just
Yep. That was
Yeah.
me. I would wake up early on Wednesdays just to have biscuits and gravy, and I would have like 5 bowls of those bitches.
mood. Yeah.
Favorite meal though was the pork chop with cherry sauce.
Pork chops make me want to kill myself. So thanks for bringing that
Pork
up.
chop with cherry
You don't remember that
The
shit?
cranberry sauce.
Whatever the
No, like
fuck
I
it
can
was.
appreciate. I like pineapple on my pizza, so I can appreciate the
effort,
flavor combo.
The try. It was a
the
good
flavor
try,
combo
but
there.
it was like a thin piece of like pork chop, dry as fuck, and they put some weird cranberry cherry fucking red
So
sauce
I
on
remember
top.
dry, thin mystery meat. I remember
that,
that. I
too.
remember the Christmas
Wouldn't eat
fish
that.
too. Remember the Christmas fish that was like weirdly spicy, but like my bowels just evacuated 30 minutes later. Dude, I have never sped walked so fast as when leaving the mess hall, and then like I'm just hanging out with my buddies. We're walking, and then my stomach just kind of like makes a hard left turn.
And you're like, hup.
And it's like, oh, if I don't go
Gotta
to
go.
the college bathroom now, I'm going to shit myself.
Are you on TikTok at all?
No.
Okay, there's this one TikToker who drinks whole bottles of magnesium citrate and then works out.
Fuck.
And it's just, let's see how long it takes me after drinking this entire bottle of magnesium citrate to shit my pants at the gym.
They infused the Christmas fish with that because
Magnesium
like
citrate.
the pucker factor was insane. I gotta say. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so back to more fun times at the institution.
Oh yeah, I was still telling you how I got into doing meth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you were on legal meth first.
Yes, I was on legal meth first, which is how it always goes. So I was on legal meth first, and a lot of weed, smoking out of cans. I'm pretty sure I will have Alzheimer's in the next 3 to 5 years. So, you know, just waiting what the doctor has to say about that. But yeah, did that a lot with a bunch of different people because it's just you have your group. You have the group of people who do the drugs that you do, and then that's who you hang out with for your whole life. And somebody got me into meth there because they were like, we used to like crush up the Adderall, like snort them and shit. And we went to this drug dealer in Roswell who I don't think I can say his name because he was involved in something illegal, but
Yes,
starts with
but
an M.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird looking motherfucker
He was a
too.
weird motherfucker too. He was creepy as hell.
Didn't a mutual friend of ours get tased by him?
Yes.
Am I remembering that properly?
A mutual friend of ours got tased by the person who got me into drugs while we were at his house.
With his taser,
And
though.
I took the video. Yes.
That's what it was. I remember watching that, and
Yes.
that skinny 17-year-old
Yeah.
going down quick.
That Brit. Yeah. Yeah. He went down, bro. That was so funny. I remember that. But yeah, so I was at his house. We would buy Adderall all the time, Adderall and stuff like that. And then I started getting into, I didn't like meth very much. And It made me
Well,
super paranoid.
At first, I would imagine you don't.
At first, you do. Like, at first, it's, like, the most beautiful, like, you...
Oh, I hate
No.
that.
No,
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 I just realized the cord is like going across my neck. I was like, oh, maybe I should make a little. No, I hate that. Anyway, back,
I would rather die.
yeah, back to business.
That's, yeah, okay. And...
So you
I didn't
hated-
like meth very
Yes.
much. At first, when you do any addictive drug, you love it. It's the best. But then I was like, you know, I'm fucking, like... I was so skinny. Like, okay, I'm right now. I'm like 5'9" or something, and I'm like 230 pounds. And I used to weigh 110 pounds when I was on meth. It was gross. Like, you could see my ribs through my chest. It was gross. I was like, this is not like the look, you know. Like, I don't feel good. I'm like, ugh. I just didn't like the way it made me feel. Stopped doing it. No problem.
So just so I can get like a timeline going in my head. This was
Probably from when I was like 16 to about
so. This
19.
is like our junior year.
Yeah, junior and senior year.
Okay.
And then I got kicked out senior year.
I remember that.
Yeah. So then it got a lot worse after that, and then I kind of stopped doing the meth. I was like, whatever. Years went by. Thought it was fine.
So you
Whatever.
stopped after high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stopped when I was like 19 or something like that. And then I started doing coke a lot. Started drinking a lot. You know, smoking weed. You know what you do when you're like fucking 20 something, like early 20s. Like, I could just buy my own alcohol. So like, yeah, we're going to get drunk, bitches. So, you know, I'm drinking a lot. I'm smoking a lot of weed, smoking cigarettes. A lot of cigarettes, like a pack and a half a day for like 10 years. It was crazy. And after that, I can't even remember how exactly I got into it. One of the guys I bought coke from told me that he got some perks, some perk 30s. A little blue pill. And I was like, damn, like, I kind of want to try one because, like, I've heard good things about that shit, but it has fentanyl in it, right? And he was like, yeah, it does have fentanyl in it. Like, you know, I'm not going to give you a whole pill, I'll give you, like, a quarter of a pill, and then you're going to take half of that and tell me, like, how it goes, whatever, because I'm not trying to kill anybody. And I was like, all right, sounds safe, let's go. So I bought one, and at the time, they were $30 a pill, which is fucking insane, because I was doing, like, 20 pills a day at one point. And so I did this one pill, and it made me feel better than I had ever felt in my life. I had no anxiety, I had no pain, no fear. I was nothing. Like, I didn't even exist. And then I woke up, and I was like, I want to do that again. And then I did that every day for like 3 years, and it was so bad. I was stealing from my family, and I stole from Casey, I stole from Thomas, I stole from my mom. So much money from my mom. I stole from my grandpa, my dad. I tried to get clean. I went to rehab once for 3 months, relapsed immediately afterwards. Like, what the fuck? And then I went to this last rehab because my family was like, my dad literally packed me a bag, and he was like, okay, it's really cold, because it was December of last year. December 2020, actually, 2 years ago, I guess. And he was like, dude, you can I'm either going to take you to this rehab, Teen Challenge, or I'm going to take you to the homeless shelter, and it's up to you. And I was like, take me to the homeless shelter. And he took me to the Teen Challenge instead. And then I was stuck there for a year, but I was clean
And this
and
was in
sober.
2020, you said?
Yeah, 2020.
Okay.
December 5th, 2020 is when I went in, and then December 5th, 2021 is when I got out, and I graduated or whatever. And it was crazy. It was fucking crazy while I was in there. But, yeah, I was clean after that.